I'll take one of you. Oh, look at there, or two of you. Feel like an old surgeon every time, baby. Hey, what's up, guys? So, I don't know if you watched the last video, but we ended off with yet another stinking leak. I know. We tore the whole thing completely down, resealed it up, cleaned it, painted it to stop all the leaks. And the one thing that I neglected was the good old PS pump. So, I did the right thing, ran to the AutoZone just a minute ago. Luckily, they had a seal kit for this girl. So, we're going to actually start this video. I bet they didn't put a seal in for that. Is there a seal? No, I don't know. We're going to start off. We're going to pull this pump off, get her resealed up, stabbed back on, wiped any fluid that's leaked out on the ground up, and get back to our original broadcasting, which our original goal is to get this motor stabbed back in the bays of engines over here, the engine bay. Yeah, let's get going with her. Quit yapping. I feel like that's all we do anymore is yap. Yap, yap, yap. We don't need that electrical tape on here. Look like a stinking electrician's been here or something. That ain't the case. I couldn't get an electrician to answer the phone if I wanted to. All right, well, we may just leave that. Yep. That's not affecting what we're doing today. Get this harness out of our way. That's the that's going to be the next doozy one right there. We got to cut down this harness a little bit. We got a bunch of wires, so in the whole harness there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 wires here that we need to power up the ECM, and the rest, well, they can just get removed, you know, find their way to the garbage can, file 13. Let's not get sidetracked here, Sawyer. We got a power steering pump. Where'd our tools go? Oh my God. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it looks like the tail of a cat right there. That's... Should we zoom you in on this? That's not good. Oh hell, that's a magnet. Look at that. Yuck. I don't know if that's the pump. It don't smell healthy. That's for darn sure. So this seal right here, I think is going to be our main culprit. But while we're in here, I do think we've got the rest of the seals to replace these fittings as well. As far as the pump itself, like rebuilding the pump, I don't think you do. Or at least I have zero experience with it. So we're going to do, what I can do is clean it thoroughly, inspect it. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the obvious here. Replace the seals on it, and then, you know, spit on it and put it back in, put it back together. All right, guys, so we got a power steering pump reinstalled. That should be good to go, I think. Well, okay, back up and punt here for a minute. We've still got to get this bad Larry reinstalled however she goes. I think just like so. Right there. All right, I just gotta find the hardware. We gotta put that back on, get our flywheel, or it's not a flywheel, it's the plate that the clutch is going on. We gotta get all that put back on, get it torqued down, gotta get the clutch, pressure plate, and all that stuff put back on. And then I think we'll be ready. So we still got our engine mounts. Those are sitting over there on the table. I actually wait to put those on until I've got the engine sitting fairly well exactly where it needs to go. And then I sort of work it all at once. I'll loosely put the mounts on, get the bolts put in, and then I'll tighten everything up at once. That way we don't have anything misaligned. So let's get some more gloves on and get these bolts. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? All right, guys, so it's another day, but we are looking to make some more progress on the old Jeep build here. Get the sombrero off real quick. It's been a hot day today. My goodness. All right, now. So, our goal was to get this motor in, get some fuel lines run, and I know I was a bit optimistic when I said possibly get it running, but I'm still waiting on my high pressure fuel lines, not to mention this rat's nest of a harness over here that we've still got to go through and delete some wires off of. So let's get back to where we was at. Where was we exactly? I remember fixing some leaks. I think we fixed this PS leak. We're good. Let's get this thing stabbed in. Won't you be my neighbor? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I don't know why I'm thinking about Mr. Rogers. It's been about 19 years since I've seen or heard from the man. But here we are. It's stopped up. A bit under the weather. Should we pull? All right. I see you. We got her going. Don't scare. Ow. Whew. No, I really need you over here. Darn it. Ooh. This is not going as planned. I don't know what's happening. Oh, hope that wasn't bad luck. It's not quite walking under a ladder, but it's pretty close. Ooh, all right, we got the weight going. It's sort of, whoa, can't get it stopped. All right, guys, so we was able to get the motor in, and yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna get done today. It is stinking miserably hot out here. I didn't do a whole lot of time lapsing on getting this thing in here. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a battle. My goodness. For some reason, I got about halfway through and I was like, I'm 99% sure that this 24 valve motor is just for some reason not gonna go in here. But we got her. So that's all that matters. But it was, it was hitting. I forgot how tight all the clearances were. My power steering pump actually managed to squish my cap off somehow getting it in there. I'm hoping that it still does its job and isn't broke, but it probably is. Yeah, maybe it'll work. It'll leak, but she's in there. What we got left to do is get our transmission put on. Golly gee. Get our transmission put back in. Get our transfer case, get all that under. You know, we got our transmission cross member to put back up, which isn't that big of an ordeal. But then our skid plate mount, and that goes up to our engine cradle and all that good jazz. That's a little tricky. That also is gonna probably be a pain in the arse. But yeah, I'm super happy to get this thing back in. So we're probably gonna be battling getting our harness back in, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be all right and it'll all go in together. We do got to put our alternator back on. It's laying down there on the floor. That'll take just a second. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. Wasn't a whole lot to it. We got a couple leaks fixed. That was much needed. Got the motor stabbed back in, so that's a big plus. Like I said, next video is going to be getting the transmission, transfer case, driveline, all that stuff put up. Might even start on going through the wiring harness. That wiring harness is going to be, it's going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss that. No, it's really not going to be that bad at all. But yeah, if you like this sort of stuff, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.